On this late Saturday, April 7th, 2018. It is time now for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Saturday, April 7th, 2018. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins, 11 o'clock, and the temperature is 40 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories of Peter Channel 11 o'clock news is fire at Trump Tower leaves 1 dead and 6 injured, says fire department in New York. Van plows into a crowded northern German city of Munster, killing at least 2. Ex-President Lula, Brazil to surrender to serve 12-year jail term. The Memphis got puts EPA rollback. When you lose that power, how John Kelly fitted his White House disciplinarian. Body found near the side of the NorCal crash that killed at least 5 members of the family. Canada more than 15 died when the truck and hockey team bus collide. Hungary's Viktor Orban decided to set rule after a brace in far right. At least somebody reported that the suspected gust attack in Syria. Off-worthy search of men who say police say shot 3 on a charter bus in Rockville, Illinois with assault rifle. 10 New England Democrats media at candidates with rabid coyotes. Keystone Pipeline leak in South Dakota about double reassessment according to the paper. Stock market bulls are looking at earnings to ride to the rescue. In Dayton, Nancy Goulart is back for another 3-year term as Dayton selected only went into the race in Saturday's town election. Goulart easily defeated 2 challengers, Daniel Ajoy and Thomas Borkin Jr. Brockton, at least 1 male was taken into custody, and police are searching for another suspect after a shootout between occupants with 2 vehicles in the south of the city Saturday afternoon. By late, people reported bullets in a window house on fire hydrant is unclear. Anyone is injured during the shooting. Police received multiple calls. Easton Mother sadly learns Mrs. Son's body was found in a location she protected. Breast cancer patients fare better than they have muscle according to study. Step it up, public release of drug data could help Ohioans. And New Jersey investigates E. coli outbreak. Peter Childers' time is 11 o'clock on this late Saturday night, and it is time now for a Peter Chill traffic turns to check on this late Saturday night. Beep beep! Let's start off on the MBTA where on the subway it's looking good, on the commuter rail looking good, and the ferries they are looking good. Okay. Look at the highways and byways in New England. In Rhode Island, it's looking good. 140 northbound side. A little slow around Route 24 in Taunton, near Silver City Galleria Mall. And otherwise, Massachusetts highways are looking good except on Mass Pike, a little slow around Route 93 in Boston. 95 at the northbound side, a little slow around Madison, Connecticut. 93 at the southbound side, a little slow just around Concord, New Hampshire. Interstate 379, the southbound side a little slow after the Canadian with the upstate New York, Vermont, and now we're 59, the northbound side, so in some correct towards Montreal. Peter Childers' time is 11:01 on this late Saturday night. Time now for a weather report, and it turned out to be a decent day to weather department. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. As we take a look at the radar satellite loop, it shows some patchy clouds off the southern New England coastline and coastal Rhode Island and eastern Connecticut. And seeing some rain showers south of southern Delaware and some snow down around southeastern Maryland, and then snow around Virginia and northern portion of North Carolina. We're seeing some rain showers from the Carolinas down through western Georgia and down around southeastern portions of Alabama. Temperatures spread around the nation, around the region. It is in the 20s to 30s, but northern southern New England with a 40-degree reading in Provincetown and westerly Rhode Island wall. Seeing temperatures in the 20s to 30s, but much of northern New England with a 3-degree reading from Mount Washington, New Hampshire. Right now, Norton 37 degrees, on temperature, humidity 53%, 2.21 degrees, but barometer 29 inches, rising slowly, wind speed northwest at 5 miles an hour. Looking at the forecast, goes like this. Tonight, mostly clouds got about 29 degrees. North for about 3 to 5 miles an hour. For Sunday, Putty got about 45 degrees. North for about 7 to 11 miles an hour. For Sunday night, a slight chance of rain shows in snow before 8 p.m. and then a slight chance of snow between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. Mostly clouds got the gradually becoming mostly clouds got about 24 degrees. North force about 6 miles an hour. Anticipation 20% for Monday. Sunday, the most clouds got about 45 by 3 degrees. Anticipation is 0% wind up to about 5 to 7 miles an hour with a light southwest wind. Tuesday, mostly clouds got about 47 about 33 degrees. For Wednesday, mostly sunny, forecast about 52 about 35 degrees. Thursday, chance of shower between 1 and 4 p.m. Mostly sunny, got about 56 about 38 degrees. Anticipation is 30% for Friday. Mostly sunny, most clouds about 55 about 37 degrees. And for Saturday, Putty got about 54 degrees. Peter Chill news time is 11:03 on this late Saturday night. Time now for Peter Chittle's Saturday Night Sports Nightly on this late Saturday night. I'm Peter Wiggins, and starting off at Fenway Park where the Boston Red Sox took on the Tampa Bay Rays, and the Red Sox so far have been putting together a good lineup led by new coach Alex Cora, and they are, after losing that first game to the Rays to start off the season, the Red Sox have a lucky 7-game winning streak, as after the Rays got on the board 2-0 at the top of the first, the Sox exploded for 8 runs in the bottom of the second, and 2 more in the 7th on a pair of homers by J.D. Martinez and Rafael Devers, and the Boston Red Sox go to 7-1 in the season with a 10-3 win over the Tampa Bay Rays, as Rick Porcello gave up 6 hits and 3 runs and struck out 7, while Ferrier got lost. Next up, the Sox will go for the sweep. As it'll be the Red Sox and the Rays at the Fenway Park tomorrow at 1:05 p.m. with Eduardo Rodriguez man for the Red Sox, while Andrew Kittredge on man for the Rays. Other scores around the Major Leagues: LA Dodgers leading the San Francisco Giants 5-4 in the top of the 14th. Middle of the 9th, Atlanta Braves, and the Colorado Rockies tied at 2. Middle of the 6th, it's the Oakland Athletics 4 and the LA Angels 2. New York Yankees 8, Baltimore Orioles 3, New York Mets 3, Washington Nationals 2, Seattle Mariners 11, Minnesota Twins 4, Detroit Tigers 6, Chicago White Sox 1, St. Louis Cardinals 5, Arizona Diamondbacks 3, Chicago Cubs 5, Milwaukee Brewers 2, Kansas City Royals blank the Cincinnati Cleveland Indians 1-0. Philadelphia Phillies thrashed the Miami Marlins 20-1. Cincinnati Reds over the Pittsburgh Pirates 7-4. San Diego Padres get fall to the Houston Astros 1-0 in 10 innings, and the Texas Rangers over the Toronto Blue Jays 4-1. Okay, look at that. TD Garden where the Boston Bruins took on the Ottawa Senators, and after this, where the Bruins and the Tampa Bay Lightning battle for that final, for that first place in the Atlantic Division, and after Ryan Dizzle got the Senators on the board with a goal, the Bruins exploded for 3 goals in the second period on goals by Preseric and Wingles, and handed to make it 3-1 Bruins, and then after Zingle puts the goal to cut the Bees lead to 3-2 in the third period, the Bruins sailed it on a pair of goals by Akari and David Bax as the Boston Bruins defeat the Ottawa Senators 5-2 as they grow to 50, 19, and 12 of the season, as Anton Goodman had 26 saves in net for the Bees. And the Tampa Bay Lightning have 113 points, and the Boston Bruins have 112 points. Bruins are 1 point behind the Tampa Bay Lightning for first place in the Atlantic Division. Next up, the Boston Bruins will wrap up the regular season with a game against the Florida Panthers. Excuse me. Okay, looking at some other NHL scores. Anaheim Ducks leaded the Arizona Coyotes 2-0 and 15-50 left in the third. Colorado Avalanche leaded the St. Louis Blues 3-1 through 2 periods. Calgary Flames 3. Vegas going to 9-0 with 19-23 in the second period. Edmonton Oilers win the Vancouver Canucks 1-1 with 19-45 in the second period. Dallas Stars lead the LA Kings 4-0 and 5-40 in the first. Minnesota Wild lead the San Jose Sharks 2-1 with 4:25 in the first. Philadelphia Flyers over the New York Rangers 5-0. Winnipeg Jets over the Chicago Blackhawks 4-1. Toronto Maple Leafs over the Montreal Canadiens 4-2. New York Islanders over the Detroit Red Wings 4-3. Florida Panthers defeat the Buffalo Sabres 4-3. Washington Capitals over the New Jersey Devils 5-3. Carolina Hurricanes over the Tampa Bay Lightning 3-2. Final win in overtime. And the Nashville Predators defeat the Columbus Blue Jackets 4-2. Excuse me. Look at some NBA scores. Denver Nuggets over the LA Clippers 134-115. Milwaukee Bucks over the New York Knicks 115-102. Brooklyn Nets over the Chicago Bulls 124-96. Oakland City Thunder over the Houston Rockets 108-102. New Orleans Pelicans over the Golden State Warriors 126-120. San Antonio Spurs leading the Portland Trail Blazers 101-101 with 144 left in the fourth quarter. The North Lancers softball team led by Wade Lozati lead off the season with a 10-0 win over the Mills Mohawks at Donnie. The Wheaton Lions women's tennis team blanked Springfield 9-0, while the Wheaton baseball team suffered a sweep from the hands of the Bebson Beavers 6-2 in the first and then 4-3 in the second. While the Wheaton Lions softball team ran into a buzzsaw, Springfield Pride 16-1 in the first and then 10-0 in the final 5 innings. Men's tennis team defeated Springfield 7-2. The Wheaton men's lacrosse fought the Coast Guard 10-5, while the women's lacrosse defeated Emerson 13-6. Okay, looking at some sports news on this. Saturday night, at least 14 killed in a bus crash involving Junior Hockey League team up in Saskatchewan. The Masters. Patrick Reed is your leader, 2 strokes ahead of Roy McIlroy, Ricky Fout, and J. Ram. Johnny Manziel crashed the internet, throws while the TD pass to return to football. Hockey World more than stumbled, Brook goes after tragic bus crash. Steve Spurrier announced as first coach and Orlando first host custody for the Alliance of American Football. NYSAC Executive Director discussed New York Yankees CC Sabathia placed on 10-day disabled list. NYSAC Chief involves Charles Benson when addressing Conor McGregor's future last said. Nationals Dave Martinez is checking for the first time as manager. Ryan Blaney, third team best skater driver to win the last 3 Xfinity races. Paul Pugman, the Manchester United Spoil City's championship party. Records will be represented at Eagles local pro day, and Michigan State's Mike President lives up MVP building to the annual green-white game. And that's going to be it for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Saturday night, April 7th, 2018. Viewers, hope you have a good night with a good positive attitude, and I'll see you tomorrow. More and more, hope you have a good night.